How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can make money with your credit card, and I'm not even talking about sign-up bonuses or cash back. A lot of times, your credit card is going to offer you 0% APR on purchases. Other times, your credit card might offer you 0% APR for balance transfers. Today, we're going to talk about how to extract money out of these 0% loans, essentially, from your credit card in partnership with Mint Mobile. I've been personally using this cellular service for over 4 years now. Right now, they have a new customer offer. Try Mint for 3 months for only $15 a month on any of their 5G or 4G LTE plans. The value is extremely good. They'll know you'll love it if you just give it a try. It's totally risk-free. You can try it for 7 days. Money back guarantee. All of the plans include mobile hotspots, offer unlimited talk and text as well as nationwide coverage. If you find out that you don't have enough data or too much data, you can actually change your plan for the next month. They don't actually have stores, so they pass the extra savings on to you. You can bring your own phone to Mint Mobile, and best of all, they offer 5G for no additional cost. And if you renew with a 12-month plan, it's the same low $15 for the 5GB plan, $20 for the 15GB, $25 for the 20GB plan. And if you use a lot of data, you can go with the unlimited for only $30 a month. Why not give this service a try at trymintmobile.com/beatthebush. The whole idea is to borrow money from your credit card, put it in a savings account, and just let it sit there, collect interest. For a really long time, it's probably not worth it to do so when the interest rate was only 2% or so. But now that it's around 5%, it makes a little bit more sense depending on your credit limit and how much you spend every month. Many times you get offered 0% purchase APR for, let's say, 16 to 18 months even. A lot less frequent is 0% APR for balance transfers. So in order to make this work for balance transfers, you have to have 0% APR and 0% transfer fees. The balance transfer fee usually hovers around 4% depending on your offer. And if you transfer, let's say $10,000 from one credit card to another, well, right then and there, you have to pay 4%, which is $400. This makes this whole thing not work. You need 0% transfer fees. So first, let's take a look at what happens if there's a 0% offer on new purchases. The way to think about this is, how much do you actually spend every single month on purchases? Maybe you can just put it all on a credit card instead. On top of this, you have to weigh how much cash back you get, because you could have spent it on a really high percentage cashback credit card and maybe you get 5% immediately rather than having to have the money sit in a savings account to collect you interest. Let's take a simplistic example to begin with. Let's say you have $1,000 of spending every single month that you could charge on your credit card. You designate this credit card that has 0% APR on new purchases and you just load everything up on it. This credit card is still going to require you to pay a minimum every single month. So you just pay the minimum and then it's just going to accumulate over an entire year or so. The balance will get quite big and a little scary. If you put $1,000 on it every single month, by the end, you're going to have $12,000 of credit card debt. But for a savvy credit card user, right, you make sure that you have the money in a savings account before you go and attempt to do this, and mark your calendars on when this 0% APR ends so that you can pay it off right before it ends. Looking at this chart, that's the green line of accumulated balance. You see at the very end over here, you accumulate $12,000 of credit card debt. So what's interesting here is the accumulated interest at 5%. If you guys don't know where to get 5%, number one, you can go to SoFi, 4.5% APY right now. I do have a referral link down in the video description below. Currently, I'm enjoying 5% APY on Webull. This is on the uninvested cash portion in your investment account. So personally, I've loaded it up with a bunch of money in there. I like to disperse my money at least on 2 or 3 savings accounts in case one shuts down, there's some issue with it. But Webull currently is paying 5%, one of the highest. Even Robinhood Gold is only paying 4.9%, and you have to pay $5 a month there. At Webull, no monthly fee, and you get 5%. So why not? Check out my referral link in the video description below. So for the first month of $1,000 of spending, instead of paying your credit card off, you go and load it into Webull and you get a 5% interest per year. It works best, of course, if you load it up all in the beginning, because then it has most time to sit in your savings account for the longest duration. So for new purchase APRs, it's not as good because you have to spend it monthly and accumulate your balance that way. So at the 12th month, if you spend $1,000, you only get 1 month of accumulation of interest. So when you look at this chart, it kind of have a exponential growth to it, just a little tiny bit, but at the end you're looking at $325 of accumulated interest for doing this little weird thing where you put your money inside a savings account rather than paying your credit card off. I have to warn you guys, there is some danger with this because you have to be super disciplined. If you have $12,000 sitting in your account, how many people will be tempted to go and spend it because, oh, you see a bunch of money there, you know this is for your credit card, but let's say an emergency occurs, right? Maybe you need a new roof, maybe you want to buy a car, and then look, there's just that money sitting right there. Why not take it out and spend it? So there's that. And also, when you're doing this, there is a kind of a small mental capacity usage because there's always this credit card debt thing hanging around in your head. Personally, I don't like debt. And if I have something like this, I'll just feel like it's clouding my mind, right? It occupies your mind space. So those are the negatives. The positive is that you can get $325 on your average of around $1,000 of spending. If you spend more than that, let's say $2,000, well, you're gonna get more. And this is only limited by your credit card limit. So if you have a high limit, you can just, let's say you spend $3,000 a month and you just go and max it out using your regular spending, not trying to spend more or anything, and just put it all on a credit card, and the money that you would have paid the credit card, you put it in your savings account. Here's a scenario for a balance transfer of $12,000, and if it happens that you get a 0% transfer fee, then you can load your credit card amount with this large amount of money and just let it sit in your savings account, collect interest, and then at the end of it, you pay your credit card off. Balance transfer sometimes allows you to just write a check to yourself. You can deposit it into your bank. So you have to look at the fine print if they allow you to do this. So if you get an offer like this on your credit card, you can just think, that's free money. Currently, I'm not doing this. But in the last round of 5% interest rate, this is many years ago, at least 10 years ago that I did this. So I'm giving you my experience. And I remember doing it a couple of times and I got money from it. And the comments I made in this video is just based on that experience of me actually doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's probably worth a couple $100 if you actually go through with this. Check out Mint Mobile to save yourself money. SoFi for 4.5% APY. I know it's going to change after I make this video, and also Webull with 5% APY. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more.